So the representative from the Honorable Chief Justice, the representative from the Honorable Attorney General, Commissioner Gulier, the representative of the chairperson of IEBC, the representative of the Registrar of Political Parties, the representative of the NCIC, representative of the Chief Executive Officer of EACC, the representative of the Inspector General of Police, representative of IPOA, the representative of CAK, Mr. Matano, the President-elect, the Law Society of Kenya, Mr. Eric Theuri, the Executive Director, Kenya section of the International Commission of Jurists, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you all here today for the validation workshop on the ODPP Compendium on Electoral Justice. As we are aware, the general elections will be held in the next 138 days. Historically, elections, as we've all agreed here today, in Kenya often trigger an upsurge of hate speech, ethnic contempt, sexual and gender-based violence, and loss of property, voter bribery, among other electoral malpractices. It is thus important that we remain vigilant and proactive to ensure that we detect and prevent election-related malpractices and offenses. We must therefore, as criminal justice actors, develop and implement policies and guidelines that are geared towards effective prevention, investigation, and prosecution of election-related offenses. It is against this background that the ODPP has developed a compendium on election justice, which is aimed at providing tools for efficient, effective, and prosecution of election and related offenses. The compendium consists of a rapid reference guide for prosecution of election offenses, including economic crimes committed in the context of elections, a rapid reference guide for prosecution of hate speech and related offenses, sexual and gender-based offenses, computer misuse and cybercrime offenses, and jurisprudential developments and best practices. I am therefore delighted that we are gathered here today to participate in the final review of these tools, which are critical to free, fair, just, and credible electoral processes. I'm confident that this validation exercise will enrich the ODPP's compendium and enhance our capacity to handle electoral offenses. Your contribution as key stakeholders is therefore valuable towards safeguarding the rule of law, respect for human rights, and political rights. As part of the ODPP's election preparedness strategy, we have established the Hate Speech and Electoral Justice Division within the ODPP and have appointed 200 specialized prosecutors in the 47 counties and 129 court stations across Kenya to expedite prosecution of electoral offenses, and institutionalized the Election Preparedness Committee, specifically tasked with coordination, research, data collection, analysis of all election-related matters. Allow me to further emphasize the importance of collaboration and cooperation to bolster free and fair elections, and I guess that's why we're here today. As such, I call upon state and non-state actors present here to build synergy to ensure just and fair elections. To this end, I invite you all to a joint training from the 4th April to 8th April 2002. The training will draw from expertise and best practices from common law jurisdictions, and we'll have representatives from Ghana and the Commonwealth in general. Indeed, let me applaud the Honorable Chief Justice for the appointment of 119 special magistrates to handle election-related matters. This is a great boost to our collective preparedness for elections. In the same spirit, I call upon all other agencies to embody the principles of coordination, collaboration, and cooperation in their strategies to safeguard the rights of the citizens and hold persons who commit electoral offenses accountable. The purpose of this compendium is to try and bring certainty, to try and bring uniformity, to also emphasize on the rule of law and due process. and to ensure that we apply equality and fairness as we discharge our duties, to ensure that we are impartial and hold our mandates with integrity. I am therefore cognizant of some of the key players in the justice system who may not appreciate the independence and interdependence of the stakeholders in carrying out our respective mandates, but instead have resorted to relying misinformation to the public. Misinformation to the public does not only weaken the interagency cooperation and coordination, but erodes the public's confidence in the electoral justice process and overall administration of criminal justice. As ODPP, we have been accused of being high-handed in applying the law and in interpreting the law. However, I think that is the only way we can be able to achieve a just process and to ensure that the public is confident of all the individuals and institutions that have been given the mandate to ensure that there is a free and fair electoral process. We cannot apply different standards for different persons because they are aligned to certain political, religious, or tribal leanings. We are all Kenyans. The law applies equally to each and every Kenyan. And as such, this compendium seeks to ensure that all those who are mandated to deliver a free and fair election understand what the ODPP will be looking at before we can make the decision to charge. As ODPP, we will continue to execute our mandate in accordance with the rule of law without fear or favor, and guided by facts, evidence, and the law. I therefore urge all of us present today to play our respective roles to enhance confidence on our electoral processes. And if there is no evidence, there is simply no evidence, and we cannot charge based on whims or emotions. As I conclude, allow me to register my utmost gratitude to the Kenyan section of the International Commission of Jurists for partnering with the ODPP in this important exercise. I also thank you individually and collectively for honoring our invitation and coming here. It goes a long way to show that we are all willing to cooperate, coordinate, and work together to ensure that we have a free and fair election process in Kenya. Finally, I wish to thank the committee headed by Mr. Kemo for coming up with this compendium. I also wish to reiterate the ODPP's commitment to fair, credible, and peaceful elections, and we look forward to fruitful and candid deliberations. Thank you all, and God bless you.